of judgment approaches, a day of enormous tribulation for all of humanity. We had to restore Arks to its former glory and might in preparation for that day. The glory and might of 1,000 years past.
Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel. NiNjahCheeto here. Today's video is going to cover some important reminders y'all might want to take care of before maintenance. Now, some of this info will be limited time, while the rest of it's static weekly trades. Keep in mind though, some of these weekly trades have been updated to include more things, which can make you a lot of Star Gem, or Masada too. By the way, I would like to respect my viewers' precious time, so be sure to use the timestamp chapters in the video play bar, as well as the video description, to help you get the info you need from this video faster and back to your day. So, let's jump into it. Okay, so one of the first things I'm going to point out this week is there's an Arks record ranking going on. Now, this Arks record ranking that's going on this week is a little weird, and here let me explain a little. So, it's for the Fleeting Flight Cocoon. And in order to do this, you have to be level 15 minimum, with the enemy level 15. Now, if you're a level 75 character, you can look at my clip here. I don't have any modifiers on or anything, but while I'm fighting this Boojin inside of this cocoon, the Boojin's level 75. Now, you can see this other clip here on my ship 3 alt, which is level 15. And my ship 3 alt, you can see that the Boojin's level 15. Now, so saying that if you put max modifiers on, the enemy level when you're 75 is going to be 79. If you put max modifiers on when you're level 15, the enemy is going to be level 19. Now, as you can guess, a level 75 fighting a level 79 enemy with defenses and everything else like scaled to that level and HP levels and whatnot, it's going to take a lot longer time to fight than a character that's level 15 going in with a plus 70 Resurger weapon or an Able Coat weapon or whatever. And you can imagine that that's going to take much less time to complete, to kill. So this ranking, if you're a level 75 trying to run this, you basically just wasting your time. The only way that you can actually score high and try to go for gold in this is by playing on a level 15 character. Now, I feel like this was an oversight by SEGA. I don't feel like they intended on us doing this. So I just wanted to point it out that that in order for you to actually score high to go for gold on this one, you have to basically play on a level 15 character. So for me, myself personally, I'm not even going to be running this like trying to go for gold. Like I feel like it could be a lot of fun. It's just really weird, this ranking for me. So I'm just going to run it one time on each ship without having modifiers on, just so I can get the participation reward. But I'll go ahead and show y'all where you can find this Arks record ranking at. Now, if you open your menu and you go to the world map here, and you can see it's right here in Halpha Lake, and it's at the Fleeting Flight Cocoon. And you can see rank 2 is enemy level 15. Now, if you wanted to actually score high on this, you would have to actually add like all the highest multipliers over here possible too. I really hope that SEGA, like for future Arks record rankings, I hope that they change it to where you have to be max level in order to get like the highest possible score. Because level 15 just feels so weird, right? Like having to come in here as a level 15 to have an edge, you know, instead of like a level 75. It just doesn't seem right for like a ranking leaderboard, does it? Like I feel like that's really weird, but maybe that's what SEGA intended all along. So something that's going to be going away with maintenance will be NGS Season 21 Mission Pass. So saying that, it's a good time for you to go through here and collect all your items. Now you can still collect the items even once the Mission Pass ends, because you can come up here to previous season. But saying that, you want to make sure that you go through and check the previous season. Just make sure that you claimed everything from Season 20 as well. Now Season 20, you can't progress the tiers any longer, and you can't purchase tiers or anything like that. So anything that's here that you can claim, you can still claim, but you can't actually progress this one any longer. But the current Season 21, right now, you can still progress these tiers. And as well, if you can't, like if you get to the end of the week and you still want to get like an item, you're like, say you're like away from a tier level that you need to get, you can always purchase them up here from the top left. You see there's a purchase tier. And inside of here, you can actually purchase tiers for 25 Star Gems each, just in case if you need to for like a last minute thing. So one of the items that comes in the Mission Pass Gold that we're going to mention is on Tier 20, which is the Refined Form May 23 ticket. So something that'll be leaving that goes along with is going to be the Refined Form May 23 SG Scratch. So make sure that you go through and exchange your tickets if you got that from the Mission Pass, or if you've been scratching on this, make sure that you use your bonus ticket or any of that stuff. You can go through the prize listing here and pick like different little prizes that you want. Now, a lot of this stuff is actually just going to repeat in the new Star Gem scratch that's coming, but you can see some of these items are listed with display in. And now these are the ones that are going to be just like a limited run, limited time. And those will be going away, but the rest of this stuff will kind of be trickled back in. So you might still get it from like your daily pools or the next time you scratch on it or whatever. But you can just use down here in the bottom right, you can use your exchange ticket, pick any of these prizes that you want from the listing. So make sure that you do that before maintenance. Now, something else that'll be going away with maintenance is another Star Gem scratch, this Halpha Revival. Now, this one here actually has a lot of items inside of the prize pool here. So you could go through here and see if there's anything that you missed. It's just like revival stuff from all the various Star Gem items that we had from previously. There's a lot of things in here. If you actually want something from here, you're probably gonna have to actually like pull like 40 times to get a select ticket just to get a specific item, because that's gonna be a lot of RNG with how big this prize listing pool is. But I just wanted to point it out, it's there in case if you need any of the stuff from here, you can get a hold of it. So we currently have some seasonal weeklies going on, and these of course will be resetting with the maintenance, and some of these give Arms Refiner 2 as reward. Now, if you look here in my completed tab, there's actually one that was really nice here was the Arms Refiner 2. This one was really easy to get. So right here, you can see on the official post from the SEGA website, this is their known issues bug report here. You can see that they originally intended for this to be capped for your whole account. They didn't intend on the reward going to each character. But they did also put down here where you can see that I have highlighted that the rewards earned for July 11th can be kept and used as they are. Alright, so now it's going to come to the part of the video where we're just going to cover weekly trades. Now, most of this stuff is just the same static weekly trades that we have every week. I try to cover them. There's some new ones in here that are mixed in that are pretty important. So first we're going to come to the item trader Travis on the first shop on the left in Central City. And you want to go through and get your item exchange. At the very bottom down here is N-Augmentation success rate 10%. You can trade them for 3 of these. So just take 30 gold Prim swords. And then next we're going to mention the Arks Record Badge Exchange. Now the Arks Record Badge Exchange has Star Gems that you can get weekly. And you can actually, like I've mentioned before, you can do these Arks Record rankings per ship. If you have characters on multiple ships, there's a separate Arks Record ranking on each ship. And you can get a hold of the badges on the separate ships, and then you can trade in for the Star Gems on the other ships, which counts for your whole account. And then you can use your Arks Record badges for your main ship that you play on for the other items here, like the camos and the Arms Refiner 2 and Aegis, Interga, and stuff like that. And next we're going to go ahead and mention the item exchange Stia. Now the item exchange Stia has a couple of capsules in here that can bring some pretty decent value, as well as you also have the Arms Refiners here. So you can check the price of these like global stats. You can make some of the new capsules out of these with the exchanges, as well as the Alt Seeker 4 usually has pretty good value. And then another one we're going to mention is the Aegis Interga exchange. Now the Aegis Interga exchange, you always want to trade in for these Dominas and Aegis souls here. Usually all this stuff has really good value because you can make Halpha Nally. And another weekly that we're going to mention is going to be the Giga Strugment exchange. Now you get a hold of Giga Strugments from fighting Gigantic enemies inside of the Alio region. And this is actually a weekly trade too. Some of these camos here, you can actually trade in. They're pretty hefty price. They cost 500 for these, but you can actually sell these at player shops, as well as the other capsules here and stuff. So it's a weekly trade. I just wanted to mention it. So another one we're going to mention is going to be the Item Enhancement Lab exchange. Now this is the last shop on the right out of Central City. And at the bottom down here is exchange enhancement materials and other enhancement materials. So you can actually trade in for the gold Prim sword 2 and the gold Prim armor 2 here. These are really important for taking your gear from 60 to 70. It gives a lot of EXP. It gives 100,000 EXP per. And you can trade in for 10 of these per week just for some grounders. The cost of these have actually came down quite a bit, but they're pretty decent to set up too. You can also get a hold of weekly trades here for the Photon Chunk 2A and B. These are used for getting potentials unlocked on your weapons. And then as well, there's also a limited time exchange here for Arms Refiner 2. The Arms Refiner 2 you can trade in for 2 per week as well, and these are used for limit breaking your gear. Pretty important thing. Okay, so another one that has some new trades that we're going to mention is going to be Alliance Activity Support NPC Prim here. Now, if you've been getting your Alliance badges from doing Alliance tests, you can trade in for weekly Star Gems here. As well, you can also trade in for some of these like triggers for like Dark Poles and stuff. These usually have pretty good value, but you can get a hold of the Ratty Souls from inside of here, which is used to make the new Gladio Soul. And so they actually have pretty good value too. So you can make pretty decent percent off of either selling these or just running these, then selling or using the Ratty Souls to make the new capsule. Okay, so the last trade that we're going to mention is going to be going back to base PSO2 to get the Star Gems from the casino. And you can actually do this per ship as well, and this is a weekly trade. Now, if you're unfamiliar how to get the base PSO2, you have to have it downloaded first. It's a separate download. It's a free DLC though. But if you access any Ryuker and then you go to block transfer, up at the very top, you can transfer to a base PSO2 block from here. Now, alternatively, when you're on the ship selection screen, and upon selecting your ship, once you get the character selection screen and you select your character, you can see that there's an option here for NGS or for base PSO2. This is another way to get the base PSO2. So once you're in base PSO2, it's going to put you here in the Arks ship lobby. If you turn around, you go inside the little elevator here to the shopping plaza, and you can jump down and then turn around. Here's the entrance to the casino here. And then once you get out of the little load screen, over to the left is the prize appended chip. Now, chip has exchange for limited prize, which is weekly star gems, and you can usually add this trade in for the 10 here. Now, it takes casino coins to get that. And if you've never been in the casino before, there's an NPC here that has little various tasks that you can do around the casino, and that'll give you some passes. And once you have the passes, you can take them to the Bull Dragon machine here, and you can spin the passes. And he'll spit out like a random number. Sometimes he'll hit a jackpot, like there you can see I got like a little bit extra, like I got the 500, so that was pretty nice. But there's a little bit of RNG involved. Now there's another way to get a hold of daily casino passes, and I'll go ahead and show you how to do that. And that's back in the main lobby again. So here we are back in the main lobby, and if you run over to the left, there's a daily order attendant here. So clearing a daily order actually gives casino passes too. Now usually I have some of these stocked up, but go towards the bottom and there's like some gathering ones here where you can go like mining and fishing inside the various like free fields. And I have a lot of these items stocked up myself, but throughout the listing here, there's also like some collect ones where you can send like a support partner out to go collect the items for you, or just like some kill orders. Some of these are like really fast and simple to do, but all you have to do is just clear one. And I'm gonna go ahead and clear this Tokyo soybeans one here, and you can see I have 331 of the item. I'm just gonna turn in one though because I want to just get the daily order cleared. I don't really care about getting the maximum reward from it. And after I've done this, you can see it pops up completed a daily order, which gives me 5 casino coin passes. So that's actually, you can actually do this per character that you have too. So you could actually get a lot of casino coin passes every day if you have a lot of these items stocked up. And it's just kind of like, once you get it all set up and prepped and everything, it's a lot of low effort star gems weekly. And you can do this per ship too. So you can actually get the casino coin trade for star gems per ship. And as well, you can do per character the daily order. Okay, so that's going to wrap it up for today. How have you all been enjoying the new limited time quest as well as the news of Federal Urgent quest? Let me know down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, like rating is always appreciated, and if you're new here, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and have a wonderful day, friends. See you in the next one.